What's up, y'all? This is the second episode of the Road to a 350 bench, and we're looking at my tertiary day today. This is my third full body session of the week, starting off with some pause bench at 250 for 6 reps. Pretty good set. I stopped maybe like 1 to 2 reps short of failure. You never want to push these too hard because failing on bench is just never really a good idea. But anyway, I wanted to talk to y'all about something, and that's programming. And how it's really not that difficult. It's not rocket science, man. There's just some things you need to consider. So I would say the first thing you need to do is have a goal in mind. Think of training as kind of like building a class in an RPG. And there's certain classes that have certain specializations, but not every class can do everything. The gym's kind of the same way. You could train your body holistically, but you can't focus on everything all at once. You need to have some specificity in your program. So it could be you want to get your bench up, you want to get your squat up, your deadlift, you want to grow your arms, you want to build up your legs or your hamstrings, you want to build up your abs, your back, whatever it is. Having a specific goal in mind will really help. When it comes to programming, your exercise selection and all that. So I would say once you narrow down a specific goal that you have in mind, then from there, you want to make an honest, quick assessment of how much time you can realistically spend in the gym throughout the week. How many days, right? So if you're someone that is still in high school, still in college, maybe you live with family, you don't have too many responsibilities to worry about yet, and you have a lot of free time, you could probably spend 5-6 days in the gym, and the rest of your life wouldn't really suffer much for it. And I'd say fucking go for it. That's like prime time for making gains, man. But if you're someone like me, say you're in your mid to late 20s, you have a full-time salary job, you get promotions, you put in a lot of work hours, you have bills to pay, you got other responsibilities that take priority over just lifting, then maybe you can only do 3 days full body like me, Honestly, I have a 4th arm day, but that's just because I fucking love training. So I try to put in as much time as possible. But yeah, you just need to make a realistic assessment of how much time you could spend in the gym. So if you have 5 or 6 days you could do, honestly, whatever you want. You could do a bro split. You could do push-pull legs. You could do upper, lower arms. You could go crazy. But if you have less days, then you need to consider something like maybe just push and pull. Or I recommend personally full body if you don't have a lot of time in the gym. So yeah, those are just some things you need to consider. And then once you have that in mind, then you can start moving forward to planning. Real quick, these rows sucked, man. Like, I was trying to do them chest supported today because the axial fatigue's kind of been catching up to me. I've been doing them standing, and I've also been running deadlifts and squats and heavy bench. So yeah, this just starts to sneak up on you a little bit, but my gym only has so many options when it comes to rows. The dumbbells only go up to 75, so I have to use the barbell. And yeah, so I got to figure something out there. Maybe I need to get a legit gym membership at some point. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. Once you have that assessment, how much time you can spend in the gym, you have your goals in mind, then you just need to start with your exercise selection. And you need to build the workout sessions you have around what your goal is. So if you want to build your back, you should start your days with a back exercise. No fucking brainer. If you want to build your bench, start with a bench exercise. If you want to build your legs, you start with leg exercises. So it's really just kind of common sense, guys. Like, start with a bench press, start with a squat or a hinge, or start with a pull, depending on what your goals are. Or you could start with arms. If your goal is to get your arms as big as possible, fry the fuck out of your arms at the beginning of your workout, and then, go do everything else. Because you want to respect the goals that you put in place, man. Like, if your goals are to grow your arms or build your bench or your back or your legs, whatever it is, You need to give those goals respect. And the way you do that in your programming is you give them priority over everything else. Those exercises are non-negotiable. I need to hit them today. You need to have goals for the reps and the weight that you're going to hit with those exercises. It doesn't mean chase numbers. It doesn't mean, have shitty form just so you can build strength, but it means make progression on those exercises a priority, and you will see growth. Another variable you want to consider, and this one's kind of underrated, is enjoyment. You want to program movements that you just like doing, whether it's because it looks cool, you like how it feels. If you enjoy something, you are much more likely to do it often and to do it well and to be committed to it. So if your prime movers are your main exercises you're focusing on, your compounds are ones you enjoy, you're going to be excited to do them, every session that you're going in. You don't want to have a list full of exercises where you're just thinking, man, fuck, I really don't want to do split squats or whatever the exercise is. I mean, I do believe that, to train effectively, sometimes you're going to have to do things you don't want to do. But for the most part, you can build a program filled with exercises that you enjoy and that you just love doing. So I would say consider that as well when you're trying to come up with your own program. So this is just really high level, but just some ways to simplify it for yourself. Catch you later.